Gavin and Stacey, BBC One, Christmas Day. The Snail and the Whale, BBC One. The Tiger Who Came to Tea, Channel 4, Christmas Eve. Mrs. Brown's Boys, BBC One, Christmas Day. Call the Midwife, BBC One, Christmas Day. Outrageous overeating, effing and jeffing, a rekindling of love, and an emergency operation on a well-scrubbed kitchen table. So much for a quiet Christmas on TV. How was your day? The big event, besides the birth of baby Jesus many moons ago, was the return of Gavin and Stacey. 10 years on, the Romeo and Juliet of Barry Island have 3 children, while Smithy and Nessa are taking turns to raise Neil the baby, now 12, but still called Neil the baby. The Essex mob went to Wales, where Uncle Bryn, Brydon, was cooking dinner for 13. Other than an increase in hungry mouths, nothing had changed, which was a relief. Smithy, James Corden, had not moved to America and made a mint as a late-night talk show host, or anything daft like that. Hardly anything was happening on the plot front either, other than Smithy having a new girlfriend and G&S's romantic life flickering on a low flame. But writers Corden and Ruth Jones managed to pull a cracker of a twist at the end. Tidy, even if we still don't know what happened on Bryn's fishing trip. Brydon turned up again in The Snail and the Whale. Busier than the Queen he was. An animated adventure about a mollusk who hitches a ride on a humpback whale to see the world. Julia Donaldson's story spoke straight to the Greta Thunberg generation. It was spectacular, but not half as thrilling as The Tiger Who Came to Tea. The late Judith Kerr's classic tale was a masterclass in less is more storytelling, with an A-list voice cast that stretched from Tamsin Greig to Benedict Cumberbatch as Mum and Dad, with David Oyelowo as the devilishly handsome big cat. Kerr, who oversaw every part of the project, ensured the visuals and the verbals matched perfectly. I spy a Christmas classic with the staying power of the snowman. Mrs. Brown's Boys has become a fixture on festive television, appearing on Christmas Day and New Year's Day. For this year's Christmas Day special, the Glasgow-made sitcom was inspired by / ripped off It's a Wonderful Life, with the titular Mrs. B, family troubles piling up, wishing she had never been born. The angel hoping to get his wings was Curly Watts from Coronation Street, aka Kevin Kennedy. What a rum-do this was. In Mrs. Brown's nightmare vision of the future, she had been replaced by a posh English woman, and her other son, being gay, was naturally dressed in rubber shorts and a vest, and a leather biker's cap. It was like Dick Emery had never left us. Mrs. Brown was not impressed with Curly's work. "What have you done, you wingless bee?" she asked. Strange, I don't remember that line from Capra's movie. Earlier, Mrs. Brown had to. For more on this story, visit the news article link.